There have been a ton of leaks for the newest Overwatch hero this week, and get this, it's not Doomfist. I'm going to go in depth on this new hero and tell you all the newest information that's come out so far. There's a lot to cover, so let's get started. Before I get into talking about the new potential hero, who people are calling Greek, it's worth talking about Doomfist. Back in my Doomfist video, I talked about the leaked files for a bit, so if you haven't seen that, I recommend you go watch it for context. The leaked files that showed up on Reddit are still legitimate. In fact, I still believe Doomfist is coming to the game. The broken payload with the Doomfist in it just screams that there is more to the story. Clearly, the Doomfist container was broken and someone wanted in. There's also the matter of the soundtrack that Blizzard added into the PTR main menu before suspiciously removing it a few days later. Not only did that soundtrack show up in the Doomfist Museum Heist cinematic, it totally sounds like a theme song befitting of Doomfist. So, Doomfist isn't going to be Overwatch's 24th hero. Then who is, I hear you ask? Well, good old Jeff in the Overwatch forums posted the other day, saying, 24 is not who you think it is. Not who I think it is, but I made a whole video explaining why the 24th hero was totally going to be Doomfist. Damn you, Jeff. You win this round. So you heard him. 24 isn't who we were all expecting. What this means is that while we were all searching for clues related to Doomfist, we were completely oblivious to hints toward other heroes. Some clever Reddit users did some snooping around the web and found a voice actor who had done some voice work for Blizzard. On his personal website, where he lists his accomplishments, Alex Malaus put down Greek. He clearly specified that he did work on Overwatch and even listed Overwatch's game directors. If you have the ear to notice, almost every character in Overwatch is voiced by a person who fluently speaks the native language of where their character is from. For example, Ana speaks Egyptian, while Mercy speaks Swedish, and Genji speaks Japanese. Well, it turns out Alex Malaus is a fluent speaker of both English and Greek. See where I'm going with this? If Blizzard were to create a Greek character, this is the voice actor to hire. But why would Blizzard just create a Greek hero? Why not a Turkish hero or a Mongolian hero? Well, every map in Overwatch has a hero tied to it. Zarya is tied to Volskaya Industries in Russia. Genji and Hanzo are tied to Hanamura, which is Japan. And Tracer and Widowmaker are tied to King's Row, which is in the UK. Well, Ilios, a map set in Greece, has no heroes tied to it at all. The closest tie to Ilios is Athena, the AI that narrates your matches. And she's not even Greek, she's just named after a Greek goddess. It's completely out of Overwatch's story so far. So here comes Blizzard, hiring a voice actor to do work on Overwatch that just happens to be both fluent in English and Greek. If this guy voiced a top secret Overwatch hero, why did he put it on his website for everyone to see? I hear you asking. Well, a day after this was discovered on his site, the listing on Alex's website got taken down. In fact, the only way I even managed to get a picture of the Overwatch listing was to use the Wayback Machine and view his site back in October. It sure would be nice if Alex Malaus could comment on what his role was for Overwatch. Well, we're in luck. A user by the name of The King Fenrir direct messaged Alex on Twitter, asking him for a comment on what he recorded for Blizzard. Here's how the conversation went. Hi David, I think the word Greek was misleading. I meant to say that the lines I was saying were in Greek, but I was not a Greek hero. Sorry for the confusion. I wasn't any character in particular, I was just saying some random background lines. You know, like the stuff you would hear on a walkie-talkie or from a random secondary character. I have no idea about how they intend to use that, if they decide to ever use it. Sorry for not offering anything more exciting. I'm not much of a gamer myself, but I am curious about who this Greek character will be. I hope he'll have a more creative and inspiring name than just Greek. Have a good one, brother. And then Fenrir responds by saying, "Oh my god, thank you so much for reaching out. That's amazing that you even responded. Thank you so much for clearing that up for me." To which Alex responds, "You bet, man. More and more people were asking me about it, and I felt kinda bad. Like I said, I'm not much of a gamer, but I forget that with a lot of these guys, gaming is their passion, and they really dedicate themselves to it. So I would be doing them a disservice by giving them the wrong idea and wasting their time wondering about it, trying to do the right thing, you know?" So he's basically saying when he did work with Blizzard that he didn't really do any hero lines, and it was more of just doing background lines for characters who aren't really important, something that you might see in a cinematic, for example. It seems like Alex might not be the voice actor for the next hero after all. However, this still means that Blizzard is hiring Greek voice actors. And with no hero attached to Ilios and Doomfist confirmed as not being the next hero, I think it's safe to guess that Hero 24 will have some connection to Greece. Let me know who you think the 24th hero is gonna be in the comments. If you needed any more confirmation for new events and heroes, Jeff Kaplan himself posted on the Overwatch forums saying this in response to a question about a new Sombra emote. Great question. The emotes themselves don't take months. It's more on the order of days or weeks. It's more of a prioritization issue. We have multiple new heroes being worked on right now, plus numerous events and event-related content. We're always asking ourselves, what would make the biggest impact for the most people when we prioritize? Right now, we feel like introducing a new hero to the lineup would be the most impactful to the game. Based on this post and Blizzard's previous schedule of releasing heroes, I think it's safe to assume that the 24th hero will be added to the game sometime during Season 4 of Competitive. This would give time for the meta to sort itself out at the beginning with all the new buffs and nerfs on the PTR right now, and then later everyone can figure out how to fit this new hero into the second half of the season and how to kind of mold the entire meta of the game to fit that new character in there. And this is kind of what happened when Sombra was introduced during Season 3 and nobody really knew how to play her, and the same thing happened with Ana during Season 1. You didn't really see any good Ana players until about Season 2. So Blizzard believes that the best thing for the game right now is to add another hero and to do some more seasonal events, and I can't argue with that logic. As long as we keep getting new and interesting game modes like Junkenstein's Revenge and Lucio Ball, I will be constantly logging on to see what's new. If you love the new Overwatch custom games as much as I do, then you'll be happy to hear that some more customization options are on the way. With custom games becoming so popular, some users on the forums were asking about more features to be added. One user said this: "Would it be cool if we could edit heroes' clip sizes? For example, Soldier's gun can be edited to have 40 bullets, or even up to infinite, instead of the normal 25. Maybe also allow us to edit bullet spread or speed, like Mercy's pistol bullets travel faster. Maybe even allow us to start D.Va off without her mech." And then Jeff Kaplan responds to this guy's post, and he says, "These are great ideas. We hope to get some of these features soon. The next hero options we're working on are some of the missing alternate fire abilities, and we're also working on allowing you to disable primary weapons and melee attacks. But these are cool ideas. We'll keep note. Feel free to add more." I think it's really great that Blizzard is listening to the community on matters regarding custom games. I'm personally really excited for this because one of my favorite game modes, which is Ana Paintball, will benefit hugely from having melee disabled. I have a feeling Blizzard's going to be updating custom games a ton more, with a lot more features to come. If you enjoyed this video, then I'll hope you consider subscribing. I mean, if you made it this far, you must have enjoyed it at least a little bit. In the future, I'm going to be covering all the latest Overwatch news, and I'm going to make some generally fun Overwatch content. So let me know in the comments who you think the mystery 24th hero is going to be, and until the next video, I'm RejectedShotgun, signing off.